Excuse me. I've been ready. What's going on, YouTube? It's Kevin and Mikkel. We are back with a new video. Hope you guys have been good. I know it's been a while since you've seen both of us together, but I've been doing good, y'all. All I've been doing is working and training these new people at my job, and it's been okay because I'm learning really how to teach. Like I find myself tweaking something every week in the classroom to try to adjust to people's learning and vision and everything. So it's been going pretty good. What else? That's all I do is work. How you been?
Same thing.
Well, I'm serious. That's all. I mean, occasionally here and there.
Listen, we're going through an inflation.
Okay. Tell me about it.
Seriously, what's that?
Yeah.
What kind?
It's rum
Oh.
and cranberry juice. Oh. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. I seen you had a drink yesterday.
Yeah, I did. Where you see that?
On Facebook.
Yeah, oh my God, church was unfucking believable, and I hate to curse, but it was unbelievable in a good way. Right? It was just. First of all, it was so funny because afterwards a few of us had went out to dinner after church, and we were just talking about how everything during service was not supposed to go the way it went, but yet it went perfectly. Mm-hmm. And sometimes that's kind of how it usually goes. Like when you follow this order of service, and then when the order of service gets goes a different way, but yet everything is right on. It was awesome. It really was. It was a crazy, crazy Holy Ghost filled service yesterday, and it didn't make no sense. And I wish everybody was there, but everybody, you can't be there. It was good.
That's the first time ever in my social media history seeing somebody say church was so good they needed a drink.
Yeah, I needed a drink. Yeah, it was good.
What did that drink do for you?
It just made me
Because I know you wasn't
better.
driving right out.
Oh no. No, it was really good. See, a few of the members of our church, they said they were there.
Mm-hmm.
It really was. I mean, you had to have been there. Like it was just like, wow, this is awesome.
And this was your pastor.
Yeah.
Well, he needs to do it every Sunday.
Yeah. Well, he does. But I'm just saying, it wasn't just my pastor. It was the service itself.
Okay.
It was just the service.
The choir
and
too.
Everybody was on point. Like we had one of our worship leaders, one of our ministers was supposed to be our worship leader, and she came and taught Sunday school, but she had to leave because she got sick before service started. So then another one of our ministers had to step in her place. And this particular minister who had to step in her... Now, that's the first thing that went left because the person who was supposed to be the worship leader wasn't. When that minister stepped up and took her place, she started talking about Jesus feeding, the 5,000 people with the fish and the bread. And then as the service went on, my pastor got into praise. It was just awesome. And then that ended up being a part of my pastor's sermon with the first worship leader. But in the midst of that, the choir was supposed to sing. And when the president of the choir, she stood up and said, we were supposed to sing one song. She said, but service is so that my spirit is leading me to sing another song. And they sang that song, and it was awesome. My first lady was supposed to get up and give the announcements, but the spirit was moving that she just was like, I can't even do announcements. We couldn't do offering because it was just so much it was just awesome. It was just awesome. It was awesome. It was an awesome service, and it was one of those things that you wish that everybody could be there, but of course everybody can't be there, but it was just like, wow, that was really good.
Well, yeah, I'm glad that y'all had a good time.
We had a good time.
I need to pop up in here one of these Sundays.
We had a really good time. But yeah, I've been working just like you, and I like your case. Let me see your case. Where is it? Turn it around. Where you get that from?
I got it from T-Mobile.
How much was it? $50?
Probably. I don't even know how much I paid, honestly. I know I paid for it outright.
Oh, so you bought it with your phone?
Yeah, and my thing is starting to crack, so I pulled the case thing off.
What's starting to crack?
The
screen protector?
Yeah.
Where
so I got
where's
to
it
get a
cracking?
new one. It's on my desk somewhere. It's like on the around the edges.
Oh, I thought you did have it already on your phone. Screen protector. Oh.
I took it off.
You might want to hurry up and put it back on.
I know. I need to get a new one.
Because that screen is nice, and if you drop it...
Okay? Real fast.
Real fast.
Look at this. Like, oh shit, the dirt is starting to collect on
yeah, throw that away.
Yeah. But it's all cracked.
Yeah, I have mine on. Well, you know,
Then I swiped so much that I think I started to damage the...
How do you damage the screen by swiping?
Because this was the bottom part.
No, that's probably from when you dropped
it.
Yeah, because look, this crack, it's all leading back to here. So that's when you dropped it.
Yeah, this thing, it was a good case, and this one of those cases.
But look how it keeps your screen nice and new looking.
And it, I'm going to get a new one. It prevented people from like being able to see over my phone.
Oh, you have the high. See, I don't have the high one, but I remember when I told you about the screen protector some years ago, you was like, what the hell is that?
Yeah, I mean, well, clearly.
And I told you that. I was like, well, hello, what does it say? What am I saying?
I don't know.
I'm saying screen protector. So
but it works. It definitely works.
It definitely works.
I thought it did nothing. I was like, that. If it's going to crack, it's going to crack.
No, that protects your fucking screen.
Yeah,
like, look at
screen protector.
This is a screen protector. Hell no. It's going to protect your fucking screen.
So I'm going to be holding this phone in my hand at night. I'm going to just leave it on my table and just let it charge or whatever. But, yeah, you guys, I hope you've been good. I went live over the weekend. You remember Kareem Brown? Mm-hmm. He came on the live, and he was talking, and, everyone was just saying, like how the old school videos and just like how they found us and how it, kind of like helped them in their lives. Like, it was just a good feeling because I was not going on live and expecting to hear that stuff, but I talked to several people, even one person who claimed she knew me, but I didn't know her. She claimed that we had messages, and she never hit me back with those messages. But it was just good to talk to the people who said, like, I've been through a dark time and all of that stuff. So I want to know, when was your first video? And like, when did you know, like, okay, for sure, I'm going to keep watching these guys? I want to know. Please leave it down in the comments below. Now, I know we missed a lot of stories. I know we missed a lot of trending shows, like the Jeffrey Dahmer series that came on Netflix. I watched the whole thing. I'm just sick to hear that people want to dress up as him for Halloween. And I heard a lot of places have been banning people from coming into their establishments. Like, you couldn't even buy any of the costumes online. I was happy to hear that, but I don't know.
What kind of costume is a Jeffrey Dahmer costume?
A mask.
A mask? He didn't wear a mask.
Not a mask. Not a mask. A mask. Or,
what mask?
I've seen people, or just white people wearing glasses and the blonde hair and having a fucking...
well, it's only them that are dressing up like him. Anyway.
Yeah, I mean...
We can't dress up like him.
No. I wouldn't want to.
We would be the victims.
Yeah, and then I seen somebody dress their kid up like that.
Yeah.
Then I seen somebody had their kid dressed up like they was getting BBL surgery and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, stop doing that to your kids. Stop. But I seen some amazing looks for Halloween. It wasn't like this is Halloween. It's just people dressing up, taking pictures as people. Like, I seen Lori. She looks really nice. I seen Sky Jackson dress up as Janet Jackson. I seen Keke Palmer. She looks really good. Kim Kardashian dressed up like one of those what is it, avatars?
Yeah.
Yeah. She looked nice.
No, I thought it was from X-Men.
Oh, I don't know. Well, somebody blew. Yeah, I don't know. Somebody blew. One of them shows. One of them.
Maybe it was an avatar. I don't know. Maybe it was from X-Men. I don't know.
Wherever it was from, like,
nice.
I seen some nice costumes. I haven't seen. Did your girl do anything for Halloween? Because I know she normally, pay homage to people and stuff like that.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I didn't see. Well, today on my way here, I got confused because I saw people outside.
All these people
with their costumes on, and I thought Halloween was the other day.
No.
Halloween just lasts for multiple days, especially if it falls on a day like this, you got the weekend and everybody's dressing up from Friday to
Sunday. Mm-hmm. Yeah, now today.
So when I came out today, I thought Halloween was over.
Please. That's why they trying to change Halloween into, I think, the last weekend of the month.
So it can be a weekend thing.
Yeah, instead of it being on October.
Why does it need to be a weekend thing?
Because that's when everybody go out, had drinks, dress up,
yeah, but it doesn't need to be a weekend thing.
You know, and it's
no other major holiday is a weekend thing. So why do we need to make Halloween that's not really a holiday anyway?
Because
a weekend thing.
Let me tell you, it's fun. I know, I definitely want to do a Halloween again in LA. Like it was nothing like everybody was dressed up in costumes.
The last time I dressed up for Halloween, I was literally a kid.
No,
it was before high school.
You gotta do it as an adult. It's so much
before.
fun.
I don't have the desire to do that.
Well,
I really don't have this. I don't have this desire. I do.
And I stay on. I ain't doing no.
I have no desire.
I was knocked out like 8:30 on Saturday night.
Like the older I get, and don't get me wrong, I love looking at people's costumes. Like I love looking at the costumes, but then I say to myself, I can't imagine me sitting there getting dressed for Halloween. I would feel like a fool. Well, I would feel like a fool.
You would have fun. I think you would have fun.
Like, I probably would, but I don't want to do it.
All right, how about this? Instead of dressing up, what if it's like a costume party where,
I don't even like those.
Like if they say come looking like this, like wear something from the 70s or wear something.
The only reason why I don't like stuff like that is because then you have to really put an effort into looking what you're wear. Right, and I'm like,
this bitch. It's no winning with them. Okay,
no, it's not.
You just. I think it's like a theme party.
My friend had a Grease theme party for his birthday last year, and I was so over it.
Because you had to find something.
Find something. So I found a denim jacket, and I found what did I wear? Oh, I got upset because the Chuck Taylors that I wanted to wear to the party, they didn't have my size. Mm-hmm. So once you know what you want to wear and they don't have your size, it fucks everything up. Mm-hmm. So I said, bitch, this is not going as planned.
Well, you just wore the jacket?
No, I did dress up, but it was just like I was over it. I was just over it.
No, but it ain't. It's nothing like it. Like I don't know who it is, but it's somebody either they're on TikTok. Mm-hmm. I'm on TikTok, but I'm not on TikTok. I don't know how to use it. That's why I've never made a video. Don't judge me.
Me neither. I made a TikTok simply to watch one particular person's page, and this was earlier this year. Right. And I haven't been on TikTok since I went on that person's page.
The last time I looked for anything on Instagram was, boy, we had a time last night. Boy, we had a time last night. Yes, TikTok. That's the TikTok.
You said Instagram.
Oh, I'm sorry. I seen it on Instagram. Mm-hmm. But I looked for it on TikTok because I know that's where it came from. And then when I looked at the videos, that lady and her nephew or whatever, they were hilarious. But that's the last time I looked for anything or did anything on TikTok. Because everything y'all do on TikTok ends up on Twitter, Instagram. Yeah. I'm surprised they don't have a I hope they don't do that because it's kids on there. But it's a lot of people following kids on TikTok, and y'all need to be careful.
Yeah, because
what y'all kids are doing.
Yeah, because kids have taken over TikTok. Yeah. Because kids are the master of these things.
They know the dances.
And they know everything. But you're right. People need to be careful. But it's just social media as a whole. Like, you know, I don't know. When people, like for instance, like you just said about the parents who dressed their kids up as somebody who was getting a BBW or whatever the hell it's called. And then, like, stuff like that. Mm-hmm. Those type of parents allow their small kids to have TikToks and do all types of crazy things on TikTok, and they don't monitor their kids. I don't know.
We gotta start monitoring the kids.
Well, they don't do it.
Yeah, and you know,
we can say it until we're blue in the face, and neither one of us can get blue in the face.
And we don't have.
But we can say it until we're blue in the face.
Yeah.
But these parents still don't.
Yeah. But you know what's crazy? Like now, we really see all these videos of like stuff that's going on in our city, and these are kids doing this stuff. Mm-hmm. Kids. So you mean to tell me you don't know nothing what your children are out here doing?
No.
How they getting guns? Who they being with? Who they hanging around? Like, come on. I don't want to hear that. Somebody tried. One of the girls at my class, she tried to start saying like, but we really be working. I said, no, I don't want to be working. Like we can't, like you can't really blame because they you can't really blame the adults if they're not aware.
Yes,
say yes,
because let me tell you something. My mother and father both worked, and even with them being at work, my sister and I had a fear of them catching and finding out about something we did crazy. So I don't want to hear that. The problem is these parents don't instill fear into their children, because nowadays, oh no, your children shouldn't be afraid of you, and you shouldn't.
I'm never going to hit my child.
Let me tell you something.
Never.
Marcy and Mike worked every day. And when Misha and Mikhail had to stay home, my parents didn't have any trouble. Because one of the things that my mom used to tell my sister and I when we were young was, I don't care if my mother knocks on this door. You better not answer it.
Okay. And you better not go through the window.
And you better not go through the window if you hear somebody knocking on the door.
She said, oh, you show motherfuckers how to get in my house?
One day, I locked myself out of the house. And I went around because I knew that our kitchen window was open. But the kitchen window was nowhere near the ground. So I knew that one of our elderly neighbors, Mr. Rex, had a ladder. So I walked around to Mr. Rex's house and asked him could I use his ladder. And sure enough, he brought the ladder around to me. He held it. I walked up the ladder, lifted the window up, and climbed through the window. Why the fuck did my stupid ass tell my mom what I did? Me thinking she's going to be like, oh, well, she looked at me dead silent as I was telling her the story and said, you climbed through my fucking window? In broad daylight? Anybody could have seen you climbing through my fucking... Don't you ever... She told me if you ever lock yourself out of the house, then your ass sit on that porch until I get home. Okay? But don't you ever... She cussed me out so bad. She was on the phone with one of my cousins. I'll never forget this. And to this day, now that I'm grown, I would love to ask my cousin, does she remember when my mom cussed me out that day while she was on the phone with her? But I said, no, leave it alone. But to this day, I will never, and I kept saying to myself, why the fuck? And I'll never forget when I told my sister said, you stupid, why did you tell her? I said, right, my sister said, you got in the house. There was no need to tell her. Right. There was no need to tell her. Yeah, see, these kids, they don't have any fear in their parents. So that's why that girl said what she said. Oh, well, we're at work. We can't control. Let me tell you something. All you got to do is tell your child or look at your child a certain way. If they got that fear in you, they'll know not to do certain things.
You can snoop through their house. I mean, snoop through everything. Look around. Lift the mattress up. Look in the closet. Look in the drawers.
They don't do that. Parents don't do that.
No. They're scared of their kids.
They're scared of their fucking kids.
And they be just thinking, I'm never going to do that. I said, yeah, you'll see. You remember them parents on Maury that used to be back in the day, Sally, Jesse Raphael, and they used to bring out the corporal or the sergeant or whatever?
I didn't need no... My mom didn't need to take me to no show.
My child doesn't like me. They're like, shut up, bitch. Like, what?
Right.
Or PJ changed her whole life around, messing around with Sally, being on Sally. Like, it's just... I don't know. Our youth need things to do, and flash mobs and things. It's just not it. It's just not. But you know, I can say like with all our Philly teams winning, like I feel like the violence has gone down some. And another thing is, people don't know how to communicate. People don't know how to hash things out like we used to. If you fought, you fought. But now it's different because now if you fight, somebody will pull their phone now. Somebody will record it. Now you're back. But if you lose, you lose. You know how many fights I lost? And I'm still allowed to tell it. Right. You know? It's just sad that people don't know how to talk things out.
I don't know when the last time I seen young guys fight.
No. Because all they know how to do is shoot. I won't fight with nobody. Right. First of all, I'm not even arguing with you.
I've seen females. I see more of females fighting than I do young guys, and it's like
these young boys.
The women are fighting more than young. And I'm not promoting violence in any way. I'm not saying that women should be out in the street fighting, but they will get out there and fight before you see these men fighting.
Well, the men wait for you to when you leaving somewhere, and then they want to sneak and shoot.
Yeah, it's sad.
Come on,
it's sad. That guy I just saw on my way here.
Yes, I see. Yes,
from Lincoln last year. Yeah, the guy from Lincoln who shot
Wait a minute.
The 22-year-old who shot that 18-year-old.
Oh yeah, the boy he's recovering.
And then he killed the 66-year-old man with a straight bullet.
Yeah.
He just got
sentence.
Yeah, well, not yeah, but he was found guilty of third-degree murder and all that stuff because he killed that man. You know, he didn't mean.
I know he didn't mean to kill the man, but
you still got.
But you got to think about what you're doing, the consequences.
Yep.
Look, I want to be old, and I want to have stories for days for these young people. But damn, these young people scaring me. Can you imagine? I don't want to be in no home.
What home?
Like a home, like
a nursing home.
Yes, but I think because I ain't got no kids, I think they would throw my ass right up in there.
Oh God,
ass right up in there too.
Yeah, who would throw me in there?
And you ain't got no kids, they gonna throw your
Who's
ass
that?
right. Your people.
They ain't nobody gonna throw me the fuck up in nowhere. The difference between me and you is. The difference between me and you is you actually have nieces and nephews that'll throw your ass
right
without a care or thought in the world. Like, you think Amber is gonna think twice about throwing you in the nursing home? Where do I sign? You think Timmy and Madison are gonna think twice? What? The only person that probably wouldn't think twice is Chase.
Maybe.
Maybe if they don't get in his hair. If they don't get in his ear. So you better get close to him now. You better tell Charles, let me pick up Chase so I can take him on a play date. Because you need that one niece or nephew that will stand up to the family and say, no, we can't do that. And Chase is that one. Because you got him now while he's young. But Madison and Tibby, what? I asked Tibby a month ago, what's you talk to Uncle Kevin? No, why would I talk to him? I said, oh.
That's how I feel about them. That's exactly how I feel about them.
I said, let me see this.
What is there to talk about, okay? We have absolutely nothing in common. I didn't like you as a child. Because all you did is lie. And still lie.
Still lie.
What are we doing?
Let me tell you something. My sister have kids. I'm taking and treating them to everything. They're going to be my best buddies because they're going to know not to. Don't put Uncle McKellen.
Uncle McClendon is going to be McKellen right up in there.
Going to die right in his home. You better not put me in no nursing home.
I remember we telling Mom, yeah, man, you know we're going to put you in that home. You better not. I mean, even her state mind, her mind was still like, bitch, you better not.
First of all, my sister knows not to play with me. Now, she knows not to play with me. If nobody knows not to play with me, my sister knows. And my sister will fight for me. She won't play that. She play what?
That's the first thing people say. Like, you don't got no kids. Well, what you gonna do when you get old? Well, what you gonna do?
The same thing the old people do when they get old.
I'm gonna take care of myself as long as I can. Only thing I know is that dementia sets in, and I mean, it sets in on my. Well, I know on my not really on my mom's side too much, but I know my dad's side for sure. It sets in the 70s or. You know, it sets in around that time. And I don't want that. But I would hope that if I have to do it, that my family do it in best interest. But because I don't have no children.
Well, you need to, I told you a long time ago, you need to write stuff. Or not even just a will. You have to write stuff out so that if something like that were to happen, then people know what to do with you. And then you have to have the right people, like an executive and all that.
You know,
one thing about you that I've noticed is you'll take that Aretha Franklin route and you won't have nothing written down because that's what she did. And that's why her family is still fighting about because she never wrote no will or nothing like that. You know what I mean? You'll take that route, and then those motherfuckers be sitting there trying to figure out, well, what are we supposed to do?
You know what? I'm gonna get the other side of the Simmons family.
You better get somebody that you trust.
I'm like Kenya. Now listen, Kenya. You know this is not what I want.
And can you imagine Nina?
What? Can you imagine? You talking like we his family too.
Yes,
we his one.
And that was my baby brother. I used to push him and Amber around together.
But that's still my brother. And
I used to push him and Amber around. And the stroller.
That's her favorite story.
Yep, yeah. I used to go downtown with him and Amber in the double stroller together. Okay. Okay.
I don't care. But that don't mean you can put my brother in.
Right. Yeah. Everything she gonna say is gonna end with yeah. Nina. Yeah, all right, Nina. Yeah, who the fuck do you think she is? Well, that's who he left in charge. But why?
That would be a hot mess, and I would just sit there and just watch.
Lord,
and knowing I can't do nothing about nothing.
And I'll be sitting there laughing.
And let me tell you, to go home and mind your business. Like, because this is family. Remember, I'll be like, this is a family. What is you doing in here?
Yep.
Go outside, Mikhail.
And if I was Team Nina was just like that. He ain't got to go nowhere.
Yes, he do. Yes, he do.
He don't got to go nowhere. He can
he's
sit
sitting
there
there instigating. Yep. And he know what he's doing. He need to go. Go outside. Those were the days.
Everybody yelling in that living room. I'll probably tell this story a million times, and I'm going to tell it until I take my last breath. I'm going to tell it. But you were sitting there, and do you remember that day when that guy had shot up that airport in Miami?
Yes.
And me, you,
and my mom,
and your mom and Amber was sitting in the living room watching the news. And I asked Amber, why did I ask Amber? I said, Amber, what would you do if you was in the airport with Barb and they started shooting?
Oh my God.
Amber said I would tell her one time, let's go. And if she don't run, I'm leaving. When I tell you and the way your mom sat there and stared at Amber like, bitch. And Amber never looked up from that phone. She like the whole time on the phone. And it's like she felt your mom looking at her. She said, yeah, what? One time, let's go. And if you don't run, I'm leaving you. Well, I said, bitch. And your mom was just sitting on that just looking at her like, bitch,
well,
what?
We know she wasn't going to run nowhere.
Right, we knew she I don't know why I asked Amber that.
Look.
Baby, that was a laugh. I think I laughed for about 15 minutes.
Now, we had to push her to get out the house when the house was on fire. Okay? So, I never told you. We like, you want to sit in the kitchen? No. You need to go outside.
The house is on fire. You're
outside you go. Okay? That was horrible. Like, that whole time was just...
You talking about laugh?
Horrible.
I got some good laughs.
Yeah.
At your house. I have a video in my phone. I have to find it. I walked in your house one day and your mom was laying on
the floor looking for the remote.
The batteries, not the remote.
Oh.
I think it was batteries. And when I walked in the house, she was just laying on and I said, what are you doing? And she said, I'm looking for it was batteries because I think they came out of the remote and they fell on the floor. And I'm like, well, ain't nobody in here to help you. Like, why are you on the floor?
Right.
Get up. You thought I was getting down there to help her now. You should have. No, I come right on walking. I said, well, I hope you found him.
Did she find him?
I don't know. I kept walking. She was, when I came in, she got and leaned on the sofa, like on the seat part, like this, looking at me like, yeah, they down here. Oh, well. You got down there. You better find them. You better find them because you got down there. Nobody told you to get down there.
It's hot, man. I gotta take this sweater off.
You talking about those were the days?
Those were the days. Now I don't even go to Burke Street. I only go down there to vote.
There's no need to.
Yeah, somebody got killed in front of my mom's house, what, 3 weeks ago? Like, that was crazy. Yeah, shut up.
There's no need to.
Hold up, y'all. I'm just trying to change my shirt because it's hot.
Did you work today?
Yeah, I worked today.
Those were the days, yo.
They gonna look up on me somewhere else. I don't know. But I did work.
I don't want to even. Right?
Hold up, y'all. I had to take a pause for the call. What is this? It's always something. Somebody, y'all shooting on Halloween. Ooh, somebody got killed. Woo. All right, y'all, I'm back. Man killed in shooting after being transported to the hospital. He was pronounced. Ooh, that was around here. 53rd and Greenway. That's not too far from here. Somebody got shot down the street.
There's a lot of shooting going on around here.
I don't know. You know, it's starting to come around everywhere, and I thought I had a quiet.
You stay away from no windows.
No, I do. You see where my bed is at? It's not. It's. I mean, but it's too. Yeah. I mean, my toe could get shot.
But still.
Yeah. But yeah. So we was talking about my mom. You know, my mom. Her birthday is this week.
November what?
November the 3rd. She would have been 77. I'm gonna go see her. I'm undecided if I want to go this week or on my birthday.
What? The cemetery? Yeah. When's the last time they installed this headstone?
Oh yeah, the headstone is there.
When's the last time you've been?
Yeah, somebody just got you. I've never been.
Oh, you've never been. Oh, since the funeral.
Right.
Okay. So you've never even seen a new headstone.
Right, and I didn't even watch them lower her into the ground. And I think that's so crazy that I've never seen my mom get lower or my father.
That's not crazy. I mean, some people don't want to see that.
But it wasn't. But I ain't had no choice. The first time when my dad, his funeral, it rained so bad. I mean, it rained. They was like, "Child, we ain't going to the cemetery. We'll bury him tomorrow." Then my mom did remember to tell me, "Oh, there's some rocks down there. We got to get the rocks out so we can put it in there, right, even it out or whatever." Yeah, so I never watched anybody be low, and that's good for me because I don't want to live with that. Like, oh, I watched them be low in the ground, all that stuff. But yeah, but I had my moments like I still be feeling her around. I still see her in my dreams. 2 years later, she still be in the dreams. Sometimes she herself, sometimes.
But that ain't nothing because my grandma been dead for almost 30 years, and sometimes she comes to me in my dreams. That's not often.
Right.
Sometimes it's like once a year, or maybe twice a year. But I mean, damn near 30 years later, she still come through. You know what I mean? So
that's what's up.
it is what's up because it's a beautiful thing. I love it, and I always wake up crying. I always wake up crying because in the dream, I've gotten to the point now in my dreams, I know it's a dream, and I just be saying to myself, "Please don't wake up, not just yet, not just yet." Not just yet. And that's the only time in the dreams that I can remember her voice. Because I can't, as time goes by, unfortunately, some people's voices start to fade
their
off.
voice.
Right.
Yeah. Like, I remember my dad's voice, but not like that.
Well, the good thing about you is that you have all these videos with your mom.
Right.
So that's an awesome thing. Like, you can still listen to her voice. I just wish I had some videos of my grandma and her voice.
They don't have any, like, old videos or anything?
No. I saw a video. One of my cousins has a video at her wedding. My grandma, my cousin's wedding was a week before my grandma died at our church. And my grandma was at the wedding. Of course, she was at the wedding. And it was so amazing to see because the receiving line after they got married and the bride and groom were standing there and the guests were coming and receiving them in the church or whatever. And, going around greeting them, rather. And when I saw my grandma and she was laughing, and I just was like, oh my God. Like, just to see her in motion, because I hadn't seen her in motion since 1994. So to see her in motion and just laughing, I was like, oh my God. And then literally a week later, she died. She had a heart attack and died. So I was just like, it's just watching it. And then there's this video that one of my cousins posted on Facebook maybe about a week or two ago, and our family was just all in the comments just commenting. It's like a 50-minute video from July 4th, 1994, and we're kids and we're playing my cousin's birthday party, but it was 2 weeks after my grandmother's funeral. So it was just like, wow. Because every year for July 4th, we would always be in Wildwood. So that was the first year that we weren't in Wildwood. We were, and my grandma had a bus for us and everything, but we didn't go. So yeah, just to see the video of her in that receiving line, it was just like, wow, like to actually see her moving, like damn. But I don't have a video of her talking now. I don't have a video of it. No video.
But I don't even, like, the last time I watched the video was the Sears video. And that was like, when that video, October the 8th, that was the last time. Because that's the video, I know that's the video birthday, October the 8th. That's the last video I watched. But sometimes I used to, like, sit there and watch the videos. And the same parts that I crack up at, I cracked up on the video as well at the same time. Like it's like without fail. Because I thought that shit was funny, and it's still funny. Like every time I hear it.
What makes the video so funny is that it's true what she's saying, but she's saying it in such a funny way that it makes the video's funny because she's not trying to be funny, nor is she being funny. Right. She's being serious, but what she's saying and how she's saying it is funny.
Yeah.
Because she's mad.
Yeah.
Why do we as black people laugh when people are mad?
Because some of that should be funny. Like, you laugh, but I'm serious.
Right, and she's dead. And with the part when she said, and that's just how I feel about it, she was dead serious. She wasn't trying to.
I want you to fix my goddamn washing machine.
And I knew she was serious because I used to be at her house when she would be at the top of the steps screaming, hello. And everybody downstairs ignore her.
Yeah. Hello.
Hello. Hello. After the fifth hello. What? Can somebody break? No, come down here and get it. Hello.
You know the crazy thing is, like, I don't know what it is. Like the times I told her no, I feel like I don't know why. I'll be like, I wish I would have seen you.
No, it's
but yeah, but no, she wanted water. I wanted water. Accidentally, like no,
you did everything.
I shouldn't give that water. I don't know why I be thinking that sometimes.
Because we're human, and that's what we do. Because I did that when my aunt died, when my grandma and sister died. I did that when me and my cousin, we were in the car together, leaving the cemetery, going back to the church for the repast. And I said that to my cousin in the car. I said, I was supposed to go see her the week that she died. I was supposed to go see her. And I said, I feel so bad. My cousin said, you can't feel bad. My cousin was like, as many times as you was going around there sitting and talking to her, she said, you was doing that more than the rest of us was doing. She said, you should never feel bad that you weren't able to get around there. You did all that a lot of us were supposed to do. And I said, you're right. She said, you don't ever feel bad. And now that it's almost what? My aunt died in 2011. So yeah, it's 11 years later, and I'm like, yeah, I understand now. So hearing you say that, it's like, no, you can't feel bad because all that shit you did for your mom, all that shit you did for your mom and all that stuff, hell no, you can't feel bad at all. You did everything you were supposed to do. Everything you were supposed to do, you did. And yeah.
But I'd be
just like that casket. That casket was awesome. I taught you well.
I picked it right.
That was a beautiful casket. That was a very beautiful casket. It was heavy.
Yeah,
caskets are heavy. But that one was heavy. That one was expensive. It was really nice and it was really expensive.
And I'm the one that picked it.
Yeah, you did a good job. It was really. I think that was one of the first things I told you. You're like, wow, you picked a really nice casket out for your mom. But that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to put your parents away right, especially if they took care of you. You're supposed to put them away right. You ain't supposed to put your parents put them away any old kind of way. Your parents raised you all. You know what I mean? I can't speak for nobody whose parents ain't raised them. I'm speaking for people whose parents actually raised them. Or grandparents raised them, whoever raised you, whether it's your parents, your grandmom, your grandpop, your aunt, your uncle, your cousin, whoever raised you, when their time goes, you're supposed to put them away right because they did right by you, so you're supposed to do right by them.
And that's what you're supposed to do.
That's what you're supposed to do. Now, a lot of people don't do it because a lot of people are trying to get the money.
And they so worried about what you got.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something.
Yeah.
See, I could talk about, I'm not going to talk about this because I can't throw nobody under the bus. But I gave people opportunities to do something.
Right.
But they were so worried about what I got and what somebody else got. And I said, this is a person that raised you. And you're bringing it down to, oh, well, you got this and you got that.
Yeah.
But this person could have let her whole family be split up somewhere else. And this is what you think in a time like this.
Right.
So that's all I'm going to say. Because I don't want to embarrass a lot of people. But some of her children did what needed to be done. I'll say that. Yeah, but I'm alright though. I'm alright though. I don't be walking around feeling sad for myself.
You can't.
None of that stuff. But yeah, I had my days where I miss her. But I've been so good. But I'd be like, now, like, girl, you've been in too many of my dreams. I need you to chill. Like I got in my Uber. All I did was smell her. I got on the trolley. All I did was smell her. Like, it's like her scent. Like, you feel somebody. You know how my mind used to sit on the back of the couch and you're sitting there and she's hovering over you.
Leaned over.
Right.
Yeah. Not sitting.
That's all I felt like. Oh my God, like girl.
And comfortable leaned over like that.
Not leave me alone, but go ahead, go somewhere. It's too early. But I don't know. Maybe she needed to cover me and protect me. I don't know. But that's just what it be feeling like. Y'all know we got topics, but damn, we just been talking. Let's talk about Kanye West.
Do we have to?
I mean, I just don't feel sorry for him. I just wish that he gets the help that he needs. And I'm so tired of him talking and just saying whatever he wants, and then he tries to apologize for it. Now he wrote a check his mouth couldn't cash, and everybody is returning to sender. He lost his billionaire status. You know, he talked shit about George Floyd. Then they're gonna come around and say, "Oh, I know what it feels like now to have a knee on your neck." No, you don't. Because if you know what George Floyd felt, you would have been dead. You should be dead if you want to feel what George Floyd felt. Then you talk about, oh, it wasn't the fentanyl. Then you're gonna wearing White Lives Matter shirts. Then you're threatening the Jewish people or talking shit about the Jewish community.
And then you still have a bunch of black people defending him.
Yeah. But you know what? Like, y'all can defend him all y'all want. But some stuff what he said about us sticking together, and it's true. We should, as a race, like, we should stick and work together. We shouldn't be out here murdering and killing each other. But that's all we know. Well, I don't know that. But that's all a lot of people know. Murder, steal. Oh, if you got it, why can't I have it? And because I'm so jealous, I need to kill you. Like, I don't like that stuff. It's hard when you want to do stuff with your family, but it's always somebody always worrying about the next man or why he got more than me instead of just working to get to something.
See, I look at it a bit differently. I look at it as black people need to stick together the way the Jewish community sticks together.
Yeah.
Because if we did stick together the way the Jewish community sticks together, then we would have been able to cancel Kanye West a long time ago before they did.
Oh, but they canceled Chrisette Michele so fast.
Yeah, but we canceled Chrisette Michele so fast, and we almost tried to cancel Jennifer Holiday too when it came to the Donald Trump thing. But see, my thing is when Kanye West made those comments about slavery was a choice, when he walked around with the White Lives Matter and Make America Great Again stuff on, when he did and said so many things that had you questioning, even if he considers himself a black man, we should have canceled him. But instead, you had half of us defending him, and then you had the other half upset with him. The Jewish community, all he had to do was say one thing about them, and they all came together and said, not so fast, Mr. West. The same thing they did to Whoopi Goldberg a few months ago. She got on the View.
Oh, but she apologized real quick.
Yeah, she apologized real quick because she knew.
Yeah.
But the View, what did they do? They still suspended her for 2 weeks.
But you know what? We got that same power when it comes to us.
Yes, we have that same power.
Because if a white person out there start talking about us, they will be canceled and lose everything.
But you know what's so crazy? It was very baffling to me when I saw a lot of black people on social media saying, "Oh, well, you know, they canceled Kanye West for what he said about Jewish people, but how come they didn't have the same energy when he said about slavery was a choice?" Yeah. And I said they didn't, because we didn't have that energy.
Yeah.
We did not. We didn't even know we were mad at him or not. Again,
I was upset.
Well, of course we were upset, but of course half of us were defending him.
Right.
I had some people saying, "Oh no, you just don't understand what he's trying to say. That's not what he really meant." Huh?
Well, break it down. What the fuck did he really mean?
And that's why they didn't cancel him, because the thing is, they're looking at it like this: y'all not even mad at him,
right?
So why are we mad at him? But the Jewish community, they said, we don't play that.
Yeah.
We don't play that. That's why we do need to stick together like the Jewish. Can you imagine how many more people we would be able to cancel if we stuck together like them? Every time somebody opens their mouth about the Holocaust or makes anti-Semitic remarks, they get canceled.
Yeah, but Whoopi was wrong, and I was telling her, like,
you telling Whoopi Goldberg?
No, but I'm saying when it happened,
yeah.
I said the Holocaust was based on race. It was a racist thing. You had to have blonde hair and blue eyes. He was trying to make a perfect race, a perfect nation.
Whoopi Goldberg wrote a check that her ass couldn't cash at that moment, and I'll never forget when she was making those comments that particular episode. Anna was sitting there trying to tell her, no. Like, basically, no, don't say that. Like, shut up. And she kept over talking Anna, like she usually does. And this is what happened. By the next day, she was off, and they said, "Oh no, well, you're on a 2-week suspension.
2 weeks, yes,
not a
2
week,
weeks.
not 2 days, not 2 episodes, 2 weeks."
Yeah, but you know what? We done forgot about that.
Yeah, we did forget about it.
Yeah.
But the point that I'm trying to make, and listen, make no mistake about it. All of these companies that have dropped Kanye West, I believe in my heart that eventually they will begin. Some of them anyway will begin to work with him again. But that's only when and if Kanye West comes out on an apology.
But I don't believe he's the genius that they say he is. You know what I think it is? I think he marketed himself that way, and that's why he's considered a genius. Like,
well, yeah, you're right. Yeah, he's absolutely right.
A certain
right.
way.
If you market yourself you're absolutely right. If you market yourself a certain way, then yeah, you will be made out to be this bigger and larger than life.
About the clothes,
nothing at
that
all.
He's selling,
nothing at all.
Them ugly ass shoes, them ugly ass shirts,
nothing at all.
And people think it's
you're absolutely right. Nothing at all. There's nothing genius about what Kanye West puts out when it comes to the clothes. Those clothes, it's nothing genius, but it's because it's Yeezy, because it's Kanye West, and like you said, because he's marketed himself and he's made himself this larger than life figure, then yes. Yeah. Because there's no way on God's green earth you walking around in an oversized sweatshirt with holes in it that anybody can do for themselves.
Yeah.
Should cost
sell it for $300.
$500. It doesn't make any sense.
Couldn't be.
It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
He doesn't make anything that you'd be like, damn, that's awesome.
And then not even that, then he was just talking shit about Pete Davidson, like wishing death upon him because he's with your baby mom.
That's when he should have really been canceled then.
Yeah, but y'all was okay with all of that. I was never okay with that.
No, you're right. You're right.
You know, like, then he gets suspended from this platform, then he not. Now he's confirmed to be suspended from Facebook again. And now, with Elon Musk taking over Twitter, we don't know if he's suspended or not. But you know what, Elon Musk, now, people are now allegedly free to say whatever they want. And now it's just all these bunch of racist folks on there. You know what? You ever just get, like, it's like, how many times can you be tired? Like, I can't be tired no fucking more. And it's just like these people now, today, they are not afraid to show their racism because of Donald Trump. And they do not give a fuck. And there's not enough consequences going out. All these people that get on there and they got these secret race groups, these hate groups, these Proud Boys, these this, these that. How are they still making money and working where they work? Why aren't they IP addresses put out there? Like, why don't y'all do that type of stuff? And it's like, I get so upset when I gotta keep telling people how to treat me. We should all know how to treat each other because we all should know, I want somebody to speak to me with respect. I don't hate nobody because of who they are, where they came from, who raised them, how they eat, how they look, how they dress, how they speak. Why is it that we're not even 60 years yet for Dr. Martin Luther King's death, and we are still out here fighting the same motherfucking fight? I get tired of that, and I hate telling people how to treat me. I'm not going to let you disrespect me neither. But now you're just free to just say nigger. Like, what? And you're free to let your white friends say it. You won't use that around me. We can say it, but you can't. Because you don't hear us. If we just like Kanye, if we got out there and start disrespecting races and where people came from, they would be canceled as well. Like, y'all just think that it's just a Kanye thing. It's not. Like, let a white person in power start talking about us like that. They would be let go from their positions too. So there is freedom of speech, but freedom of speech come with consequences. Okay, don't let nobody. You can't say what the fuck you want to say to your boss. So don't get out there always free speech, free. No, you cannot. Where are you? How you gonna pay your bills? You tell your boss, fuck you, kiss my ass, suck my dick, all that. Where are you gonna work? Yes, we have freedom of speech, but it comes with consequences, okay? Choose your words wisely. Choose what you say and you do out here wisely. You never know. Somebody might find this or find whatever you doing, send it to your job. That's why all those cameras get fired so fast. You know why? We don't agree with this. This is not our turn.
And these companies don't want that type of...
No, they don't want the drama. They don't want that fire. They don't want that heat.
They don't want that. They don't want that.
They're going to let you go.
They're going to let you go. That's why I told people a few weeks ago, you have to be careful. Those folks who agree with Kanye West and the things that he's saying, you have to be careful with reposting that stuff on your social media.
Yeah, your job finds that.
If your job finds it, or if somebody makes a fake page from your job and they follow you, whatever the case may be, you can be sent to HR the next morning. And there were a bunch of people who agreed with me. Then you had some people, oh no, well thank God I work for myself and all that stuff. And I'm thinking to myself, wow, like
anytime you find yourself siding with racist people, you need to really think about what you posted and what's really going on.
Yeah, it's
yeah. So I'm done with Kanye. Go raise your kids, Kanye.
Go raise your kids. Right.
You ever think about the domino effect? Like, okay, that's Kanye.
Why would Kanye? Why when he left Kim Kardashian, or when Kim left him, whoever left who, all of a sudden, crazy Kanye West starts coming back out? Because when they was together and happily together, everything was suppressed. We ain't hear all this stuff. Kim probably got tired of his ass.
Yeah, Kim, or what's her name, was doing a good job. Who's
Chris?
Name?
Chris.
Yeah, Chris.
Yeah. Because it was like you didn't hear. I mean, it wasn't towards the end when their marriage started to dissolve when you started seeing this craziness come out and you started hearing about Kim trying to get him to get help and this, that, and the third. But when they were happily married, it was like a loving family. He was always with her and the kid and the pictures and stuff. You didn't hear about none of this stuff. And then it wasn't until they got divorced and all this stuff. And then you're like, what
and then the Kardashians had to say, we love our Jewish friends.
Yeah, we don't support that. I mean, listen, you don't want to be associated in no way, shape, or form to anyone who's anti-Semitic or someone who's a racist. You just don't. Because
you want your children to be the best. Right. I'm talking about Kanye's mom. You want your children to be the best, but now I'm starting to think, like, what did she tell him? Or what is it?
I don't care what nobody say, Kevin. This has always been Kanye West. That college
and his mom had something to do with
that college dropout Kanye West, that was just a facade. That was a fake it until I make it. And then once I made it, now I'm going to strip off that
and
college
I'm gonna show
and I'm going to show y'all who I really am. I don't believe for a second that what we're seeing today is just some crazy, even though, yes, he is crazy. But I believe this is how he's always been. It's just that he had to suppress it because he wasn't where he needed to be at. Now that he's where he's at, I can say anything now.
No, you cannot.
No, you cannot. No,
you done lost your business.
And then it does start to, and I'm like you, it does start to question what was going on when he was younger. What was he told? Because he has too much of a, no, this is what I'm supposed to say. And it's like, what, did your mother teach you to say all of, like?
Well, clearly.
Like, what's going on?
I don't know, but I don't want to speak for his mom. I don't know.
I don't want to speak for his mom either, but I'm like you.
Yeah.
What's going on? Because if you were raised by a mother who did not play this type of shit, why is it now that you've gone so far left from what it was that she taught you?
I can remember to this day, okay, my mom always said, be the best. And I might say something that y'all not going to like. But she used to say, if you want to be the best, be the best. If you want to be this, you better do that. But you better be the best. If you want to be the faggot, you better be the best faggot out here. All of that. All of that. And still so young. But she never said, go out there and say what the fuck you want to say. And me, as a child, she would tell me, you cannot say what the fuck you want to say. And then she said, let me tell you something. This tongue, get you in a lot of trouble. Can get you in a lot of trouble. And she always said, what did I tell you? What did I tell you about this? Pop me right there and right now. Yep. You gotta watch what you use with that.
The older I get, the more I hear my mom and dad voice in my head whenever I come across certain situations when I'm dealing with people. It's just like, when your parents instill certain things in you, you don't forget it.
You sure don't.
You don't forget it. So the older you get, you say to yourself, now I see why my mom or my dad was mad when I did X, Y, Z. Because now I'm seeing this person do it and it's ticking me the fuck off.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? So that's why I'm like, what was it now that I'm thinking about it? What was it that his mother instilled in him that makes him act this way? Because if she instilled the right things in him, why is he so far gone? Because he's gone.
Yeah.
And then this voice that he's using too. What is this voice?
I don't.
Yes, it's like
I'm so tired of everybody interviewing him for clickbait.
Yeah, because that's what it is.
Clickbait. Click fucking bait.
With a capital B.
Jennifer Lewis, please call Kanye. Please.
Moving on.
Yes. Sheryl Lee Ralph. Okay. So she did a video. Y'all know she's my girl and everything. She made a video upset because she was 4 minutes late.
4 minutes
to Delta. To airport. Mm-hmm. So she's going to the airport. You know you gotta be at the airport a certain amount of time before they stop taking your bags.
Right.
She said she was 4 minutes late. They refused to take her bags, so she didn't get on the plane. And she said I'm a diamond. You know how she's so dramatic. I love her. She's so dramatic though. All these miles she has. She's a diamond member. They wouldn't take her 4 minutes. Oh, Miss Ma'am, there's nothing we could do. There's nothing we could do. Mm-hmm. So she said, oh no, I got on the American Airlines and now we're flying. That's what she said. I don't know if she's leaving Delta now. I don't know. Okay? Listen.
You go. Go ahead.
Miss Ralph.
Yes.
You know I love you, baby. I love you down.
We all do.
I love you down. But rules are rules.
And they are meant to be applied. Not broken.
Right. But listen.
Especially when you're on a plane.
Right.
And my black ass who was there early and on time is sitting there and you want the plane to stop for you.
Yeah.
Because you're 4 minutes late. I don't give a fuck if you were 2.5 minutes late. Late is late is late. And if I got there on time, you damn sure should have been on time because you got all the amenities and services to get you there on time. I have to figure out if I got enough money in my account to get an Uber. I have to figure out if I got enough money to get on the sub or this. But you got enough money in your account, my account, and everybody else's account to get there to have a helicopter pick you up from your damn front door and fly you to the damn airport. How dare you?
Wait a minute. No,
Cassidy.
No, I love it. I love it though. Because listen, okay?
I don't love it. I don't give a fuck if you were a Jubilee customer.
But
you need to be on time. Okay?
No, with certain perks comes privileges.
But does that mean that you
take her bag?
No, can I ask you this? Just because you are a diamond member, does that give you the right to be late?
Look, she's a diamond Jubilee member.
Does it give you the right to be late?
No, it does not. Okay, listen.
No, it does not.
Listen.
No, it does not.
Take Miss Ralph's bags. There's always mountains you can move for somebody.
There is always mountains you can move for somebody.
And then she said, also, I've been late. Worse than this.
Well, see, and that's the thing. That's the diva. See, that's the diva. You've been late. On more than one occasion, you know what you're doing, and yet you're continuing to do it. And you're inconveniencing everyone else. Miss Ralph, I love you dearly. I really do. But if you feel as though you cannot get somewhere on time, for whatever reason, then you need to start flying private. This way, it's just you and your team on that plane.
Child, that's too much money.
But you cannot inconvenience everyone else simply because you are a diamond member and then use that excuse, oh, I'm this and I'm that, and then tell us. You willingly tell us why I'm always late, and I've been late on much later
than this. She didn't say always late.
Well, she told us she's been
I've been late much worse.
Yeah, much worse, so that means you're always late.
It's the reason why she put that out.
But you cannot... Do not inconvenience me, because if that thing tells me, if Expedia tells me that this flight is taking off at 6 p.m.
right,
and we ain't pulled off the gate by 6, 7.
Well, what damn good is it to be a diamond member if I can't come 4 minutes late?
Well, how about this? Well, what damn good is it for me to be on time if everybody else can come late and be able to get on the plane?
Because it's always perks, and this is one of the times they said, you know what? But because you're a diamond member, there's something we could do. It is something. It is. It's all these millions of miles they flying. You will find a way to accommodate that. And 4 minutes.
That's a lot of minutes,
No, it's not. All they do is take the cart and put it on the plane.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I don't care what nobody says.
4 minutes.
I don't care what nobody says.
Let me tell you something.
One person. You know why I have a problem with this? You're talking to somebody who, and you know this, you're talking to somebody
Your bags ever got left?
One trip. One year when we went to Miami, my bags wasn't.
I remember that. Ooh. I remember, and bitch,
I thought my world was about to end.
Bitch, remember we fought to get you there, bitch.
And my bags wasn't there. Do you? I had to call my mom. My mom did everything for me. She called the airport and everything because I was so upset
that this Diamond Jubilee.
Okay. But see, that's the thing. Miss Ralph wanted to be late. She wanted to get on the plane, and she wanted her bags to be on the same plane as her. Because see, somebody like me, my bags had to end up on the second plane. I did get my bags, by the way, but they came on another flight.
Okay.
They said, listen, they told my mom on their phone, Miss, your son was not there on time. Ooh. And so his bags had to go somewhere else.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yes, because everything was closed up. They said, no, we'll send his bags on another flight. See, this is the thing. This is somebody like me, which I was getting ready to say. You know that I do trips a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I do trips a lot.
Have you ever left anybody?
No, but my grandmother did. My grandmother was the queen of leaving people. Not leaving people going to the trip, leaving people at the trip.
Listen, no, we've been fighting when I seen her.
So back in Philly.
Listen.
I tell people if we're leaving at 12 p.m., I'll tell you need to be at the location by 11:30. Mm-hmm. Because once 12 p.m. hits, that bus is leaving off. Right. If you are not there at 12 p.m., sorry, so sad, mm-hmm. I can't help you. I cannot help you. As a matter of fact, Kevin, we did. I left two people.
One there?
No, not at the trip. Leaving. Oh. It was 2 church trips. One of the ladies, her daughter was late, and so her daughter had to follow the bus, find the bus while we were in Philly, and we pulled over, and she had to park her car there, not at the church, but where she found the bus at. And then my friend Amir, the same thing. Him and his friend, they were late, and they had to do the same thing. What my grandmother used to do when we would go to Wildwood, my grandmother, and this is what people who don't throw trips, they don't realize. If you don't have the bus back at a certain time, then you will get charged. You think I'm going to get charged for you being late? No. My grandmother used to do this thing. When it was time for us to leave Wildwood, my grandmother would tell all of us, this is what time you need to be back at the bus. If everybody was not back at the bus at that certain time, this is what Miss Bill used to do. Miss Bill used to fuss and carry on. She would get off the bus and she would walk back to the boardwalk. Mm-hmm. And she would walk for whatever the case may be. And maybe sometimes one of my cousins or my aunts would get off the bus with her and go. While the rest of us are sitting on the bus, mm-hmm. You looking down and you see my grandmother walking back by herself or with the person that got off the bus with her, mm-hmm. and the person she's looking for is not with her, the first thing she say when she get on that bus is, let's go. It's time to go. And the bus driver would close the door and we would pull off. She left my cousin Tanya one year, my Aunt Peggy that I'm always on the phone with. Her and my Uncle Walter had to leave Philly and go back down to Wildwood to pick up their daughter.
What?
My grandma said, your daughter didn't come back, so you have to go. You have to go find your daughter in Wildwood.
And left all of them.
I'm telling you, my grandmother was not one to be played with. If she said, be back here at a certain time, you don't take it upon yourself.
Okay.
You don't do that. You don't do that. My aunt and uncle, ooh, Jesus, have mercy. That's going to leave a scar.
He got attacked. That's going to be for life.
Yeah, that's a horrible scar for life. I have a friend who was fighting, and she was fighting this girl, and the girl sliced her in the face with a razor, right across her face.
He was so beautiful.
That's not him.
Yes, it is.
Is it?
Yes.
Go. Hold on. Now go back to the picture. They don't even look like him.
Yeah.
They don't look like him.
Damn. Was
it a ballroom attack?
Yeah, that's it. Share some information. Ballroom. Are you on drugs? What was your intentions? Why you tell your house members to attack me? Why? What? Ooh, girl. I don't know who page that is, but listen, okay.
Bitch. But yeah, that was Sheryl Lee Ralph. No. Dude, I'm sorry, I just don't agree. I think because now you want Delta to inconvenience you, but then to inconvenience me simply because.
But you're not being inconvenienced.
Yes, I am, because if you the plane is supposed to, why wouldn't I know? If she's late, then that means that everything is done and boarded up.
No, bitch, put my bags on the plane.
If she wants her bags to be put in the plane, then that means that her ass is not even on the plane.
No.
So that means that
she's going to make the plane.
Yeah.
Oh, don't worry, she's going to make the plane.
Yeah, okay.
She's going to make the plane.
Not if she's
but 4 minutes. 4 minutes, Mikhail.
Yeah, no.
That's wrong. But yeah, Miss Ralph,
I get to the airport on time. Yeah, I do. Kevin, yeah. I do. If they say that my flight is leaving at 6, I'm there at 4:30.
But because but when you spend so much money, you do get perks. I'm sure she get all kinds of perks.
But in her contract, in her perk contract, it doesn't say, "Oh, Miss Ralph, you can be late as many times, or you can be late when you want to."
I have no idea about
that. I'm almost certain. I'm telling you, it doesn't say that.
Hold up, y'all. Lord, look.
Where's this at? I'm trying to read this first before I actually watch the video. February 22. Where's the big one? Kevin, I'm starving. Alright, so where's the victim?
Well,
alright, suspect vehicle. He got out the car with the gun in his hand. Yeah, he's a big guy too.
Look how clear the camera is.
I know.
Is it fireworks?
Can you imagine? What could... No, thank you. Strike one. Please, he probably threw all that in the trash. But I can't imagine walking... Oh, look at the cop. Cop rolled right by.
Oh. He walked up and shot somebody. Look, he's gonna crouch down. So this person walk by, bam, he's gonna get him.
Yeah, but this is him again.
That's the stolen vehicle.
Oh, that's not his vehicle.
Mm-mm.
So he riding around in a stolen vehicle to shoot somebody. And look how he hide. And he's a big guy. You're too big to be doing stuff like this. It's just sad. Look at him looking. It's sad. That's horrible. And in broad daylight. You doing this in broad daylight. I didn't even know. Do I still follow 911 Philly?
There's so many of these fake
people. Oh, look at the guy. Oh, that's horrible. Oh, that's horrible, Kevin.
He ain't had time to pull out nothing.
He didn't.
Done.
He was done. He just ran up to the shoulder.
He was done. Yeah, he was done.
That's sad.
Mm-hmm. All right, so we talked about Sheryl Lee Ralph. All right. Did you see Diddy dressed up as the Joker? He got into it with 2-Bit from Power.
But then he's another one. Because during the argument, he's telling some, do you know who I am? Do you know who I am?
I think that was afterwards. I don't think he... When he said, do you know who I am, I'm hoping that Diddy was saying that as in, like, you don't really know who I am right now. Because my costume is so... Like, but I'm Diddy. That's what I think he meant when he said, do you know who I am? I really don't think Diddy mean that in the way...
No, he was being condescending. Do you know who I am? Do you know who I am? The video, I watched the entire video. They were going... First, they started off... I didn't understand if it was a joke or not, or whatever. Mm-hmm. You could tell that the other guy was serious.
Yeah.
Because I don't think in the beginning he knew who Diddy was. But then, at one point, and then Diddy started saying, oh, do you know who I am? Do you know who I am? He ain't never say, do you know who I am? I'm Diddy. He just kept saying, do you know who I am? Implying, yeah, you know who I am, but you also know what I can do.
But that guy, he didn't know who he was.
I agree because at first because I couldn't tell who Diddy was either. But I don't believe that Diddy was saying, "Do you know who I am?" Like it's me, Diddy. I think he was saying.
Oh, you think it was both of them?
I think he was saying it like it was like no, like I am Diddy, and I can you'll be done in this town. Rather not killed or anything. But I don't not killed. But I think he was basically saying, "I'm Diddy, and I will have you finished in this industry."
But I don't think he meant it that way. I really don't, Mikhail.
I do, Kevin.
I think it was kind of like an episode of Punk But he was like, no, you don't know who I am. Because Diddy was too quick to give out hugs.
Yeah, but my whole thing is, if he didn't know who you was and you saw that he was upset by what was going on, then why not announce yourself? Because this man is upset. Because clearly, he was upset.
Yeah, that's how everybody don't like people.
Everybody don't like people run up on you. So if you feel as though he doesn't know who you are, and you can see that what's going on is bothering him, then say, "Yo, it's Diddy." But Diddy never did anything.
No, he didn't.
No, and that would bother me too.
Because he came off. The guy didn't come off aggressive.
No, the guy didn't come off aggressive.
But
Diddy was in his face. Diddy was in his face.
Yeah, and then it was going back and forth.
Right.
But I feel like everybody is not with the shit.
Everybody's not with
Diddy. Everybody's not with Halloween. Okay?
That's right. There you go.
Everybody don't do that Halloween.
And I was team that guy because you could see the frustration in his face.
But first of all, Mikhail, I kept looking at him like, where the fuck I know him from?
Right. Power.
Yes, I know you from Power, but his face is not that recognizable.
Right.
But he looked like somebody from Philly. But I'm just like, where do I know him from?
Right.
And it was Power.
Right.
I'm like, who the fuck is Michael Ferguson?
Right. And you cannot play like that with everybody.
No,
you just cannot do that. You can't do that.
He could have beat your fucking ass.
It's you cannot do that. And it's like, it's okay, like you want to play because it's Halloween and it's the Joker, and it's like, and did he look really good as the Joker because you didn't even see his features in it.
Yeah, and his acting was pretty good too.
Like if he ever did another Batman movie and had a Joker in it, they might call him.
Yeah, they might.
He was good.
Yeah.
I mean, I thought I was looking at Heath Ledger. Heath Ledger deserved that Oscar, and I'm not going to go there, but he deserved it.
They were talking about him at my job.
Because I remember when I seen that Batman, his last movie, and I just was saying to myself, "Oh, he's going to win this Oscar." Yeah. It had nothing to do with him dying. It had everything to do with he did awesome.
But I never knew. Well, I don't know if this is true, but there was this guy at my job was saying that he was taking drugs while he was playing
the Joker.
Yeah,
I don't know if that's true or not. He may have been taking drugs. Period. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just like Whitney Houston was getting high when she was doing the previous wife.
Yeah. Can you imagine? And the way she was singing those songs about Jesus and was high
you can get high and sing songs about Jesus.
Yeah,
well, she was smoking weed. She said she wasn't doing hard drugs. I don't know if that's true or not. But I don't know. I don't know.
She said, I don't do crack.
Yeah. She said she make too much money to do crack. Listen, hey, I don't know. I mean, listen, nowadays, in 1996, we frowned our face upon people smoking weed. But nowadays, in 2022, it's like, wait, everybody smoke weed. You do it to relax.
You give me an edible, I'll be talking to you.
Right. So, I mean, if she was just smoking weed, then let her. But, I mean, it's amazing because if you watch clips of Whitney Houston from the early 90s to the late 90s, you see the difference in her voice.
Yeah.
She starts to do a lot of talk singing well before her last album. Mm-hmm. She started doing a lot of talk singing in the late 90s and the early 2000s. But in the early 90s, she was singing. But in the late 90s, she was doing a lot of talk singing. I saw it.
You seen this picture too?
Yes.
We follow the same accounts?
No, but I mean, that's Twitter. They're all...
Yeah, they like... Twitter, yeah, I don't know how they...
Everybody reposts everything.
Yes.
But yeah, that's... I mean, her voice started to change. And I think, like I said, if you pay close attention to some of the her live performances from the early 90s opposed to 1998, 1999, 2000, then you start to see she still is singing and she still sounds good, but you see a lot of her talk singing in it. Like a lot of things
like
she's talking in
Friday night you and your boys went out to eat. Yes, you did. Mm-hmm. Ooh. She's taking her time. That's what I mean too. She's taking her time. You told me lies and told me what was on your mind. What you do?
You know what my favorite?
And she got Kelly Price and Faith to be on them songs.
You know what my favorite? One of my favorite live performances of Whitney Houston is when she was sick on Saturday Night Live, and she sang that song. I believe in you.
She sang that on Saturday Night Live?
Yes, 1990. She did a whole skit. Yeah, she did a whole skit with Molly Shannon. Because remember, Molly Shannon was playing that Superstar. That was around that era. And she did a whole skit with her and everything. She played. It was, mind you, it was Whitney Houston, Molly Shannon, and Will Ferrell. And they did this skit together, the three of them. And Whitney Houston was one of the choir girls in the choir in school. And yeah, it's on YouTube. I saw it. Well, she was sick. And when she performed, you could hear the sickness in her voice. But she killed that fucking song. And that's the only I Believe in You and Me version other than the recorded version that I listened to. Because for her to be sick and kill it the way she did, and you know certain high notes, I will play the fool just to meet you. But the way she couldn't hit the high note because she was sick, but the way she hit the note that she did hit, it was just like, damn, Whitney, that's a real singer. You did that.
I used to love that song.
That's my song.
Whitney Houston. Yeah.
Whitney fucking Houston. I know. Poor Whitney. I looked at this picture today on Google. Whitney Houston sang. She sang at this thing that they honored Sammy Davis Jr. back in 1989, and she sang "One Moment in Time." And then they had this picture. I found the picture. It was this group photo of all these big celebrities backstage with Sammy Davis Jr. And it was, I counted about at least 8 or 9 of them that were dead. And it was Whitney Houston that was all the people that were in the picture was Whitney, Michael Jackson, Sammy Davis Jr., Frank Sinatra, Dean Martin, Gregory Hines. God, it was a bunch of other people. Well, the ones that are still living, Mike Tyson, and it was just a weird group of people like Mike Tyson and Frank Sinatra. And then Anita Baker and Jasmine Guy.
If y'all never watched the Mike Tyson documentary, well, it's not even a documentary, it's like a series on Hulu. Y'all gotta watch it. It's good, and I learned a lot of stuff I never knew about Mike Tyson. But yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, it's good. As a matter of fact, I'm full of it.
Did you watch it?
The documentary? No, I never knew there was a documentary out.
It's a series, yeah. It's so good. And Trevante Rhodes, who was in Moonlight, played Mike Tyson. And I mean, Mike, and Robin Givens too. Like, they didn't disrespect Robin Givens. Like, they told that story respectfully. I didn't understand why Mike Tyson was so upset. They told it respectfully. Look at the picture.
Mike Tyson, Frank Sinatra, Goldie Hawn, Sammy Davis, Michael, Sammy's wife, Anita, Jasmine, Whitney.
Who's
Dion.
this?
In the white?
Yeah.
That's Sammy Davis' wife.
Oh.
Dion, Quincy Jones, Dean Martin, Richard Pryor, Magic Johnson. I think that's
Where was this at?
They honored Sammy Davis Jr. a year before he died. He had gotten honored.
He looked sick right there.
Yeah, he was really small. By the time he died, he was really sickly looking. I forgot what he died from. There's Eddie Murphy, Shirley MacLaine. It's a lot of Clint Eastwood.
Yeah.
Shirley MacLaine's still living.
Is you sure?
I'm positive. She ain't died.
I thought she died.
No.
Shirley MacLaine. Was she like 80 something?
She's in her 80s. You know her and Warren Beatty are brother and sister.
No.
You didn't know that?
No.
Yeah, they didn't get along for years.
How about now?
I don't know if they still get along now, but
What you think about all this Nicki Minaj stuff and her?
I don't think anything about her. Nicki Minaj is a bully. See, she's 88. She's just old as hell. That's all. She ain't making movies no more. She's retired.
No.
She's 88. She didn't put her time in. Nicki Minaj is a proven bully. All this stuff that has been going on with these different rap stars, she's a bully, and she's proven herself to be a bully. Period. And the sad thing about it is, every time she gets into somebody, it's always when they're doing something and they're getting a bunch of attention, and then here she comes with her negative Nancy attitude. You know what I mean? And then she goes at it with people who love her, people who respect her, people who are fans of hers. You know what I mean? Like, it's a proven fact that she's a bully. You can't justify her behavior. You just can't. And you can't make me believe that, oh no, it's not her, it's them. No, because it's always her. She got into it with Cardi, now Lotto. She's gotten into it with other rap artists. It's like every time you turn around, she's getting into it. Yeah, you can't even keep count no more. How many people she got into it with? Mariah Carey, Lil' Kim, Foxy Brown. And I didn't even know her and Foxy Brown got into it until she said it on one of her lives. That when her and Foxy got into it, they didn't take it to the end of that. They got into it and then they spoke everything out. I'm like, damn, you get into it with every fucking body. Who gets into it with Foxy Brown?
And she can't. Don't do it.
That's why I was through text. But I'm just. You gotta be a petty motherfucker to get into it about Foxy Brown. Like, why are you getting into it with her? We don't see her no more. We don't even know what she looks like today.
I know Foxy if I see it.
I'm saying we don't know what she looks like today. Like, because you don't see her.
Is she happy? Is she
yeah,
strong?
she's like, why are you getting into it with her?
When is Foxy gonna get her Lifetime Achievement Award? Like, I mean, I don't know.
I mean, Nicki Minaj is a proven bully. It's just, and then
but she needs some type
of
recognition. Foxy, Kim, like
Mariah Carey. When she went at it with Mariah Carey, it's just like, how? Who goes at it with Mariah Carey? Like,
yeah.
what are you talking? That is fucking Mariah Carey.
No.
You going at it with her for what? Y'all don't even do the same thing. She sings and you
Nicki
rap.
can't do, and you can't give advice to. See, I think that it was.
It didn't even make sense why Nicki Minaj was on that show with Mariah Carey.
But Nicki was such a big star.
She was a big star, but I'm just saying, this is a singing competition. When you have Mariah Carey sitting at the panel, who needs anybody else?
Well, yeah,
you don't need Nicki Minaj.
And that's why Mariah
was upset.
Giving so much fever.
Yeah. Like, why are you
Bitch, I'm Mariah Carey. Nicki can't do what I do.
No.
Just like I can't do what she do.
Right.
That's just like Miss Rap Spring. We got Mariah Carey on here. Why?
Why? Mariah Carey is the queen of Christmas. She literally just posted a video the other day saying it's almost that time of year.
It's Halloween. Didn't even pass yet.
And she started singing. Oh,
but you know what I hate?
I said, I know that's the fuck right.
Remember when B101 used to start playing Christmas songs already? Now look, girls, y'all get a little bit too ahead of yourselves. Okay?
Thanksgiving ain't even come yet.
No. And why is it that we got all these Christmas songs and we ain't got no Thanksgiving songs? With all these families.
Why are we? Yeah, I don't know.
There's not one Thanksgiving song I ever heard of, Thanksgiving anthem, anything. But I tell you what, in 3 weeks, I'm gonna be at somebody's table. Ah, wait.
Bitch!
Good job.
That's her name. See you in December.
Well, her voice could go higher than that.
Yeah. Well, listen.
She's screaming.
But I'm just saying. Mariah is the queen, and she said, "Bitch, why are you on this
I
panel
want
with me?"
to see Mariah Carey live.
I do too.
But not just for Christmas, though.
Just period.
Yes.
When you walk by every night.
Yes, Miguel. I listened to Mariah Carey a couple weeks ago, and I mean, her songs took me back to a kid seeing this lady on MTV and BET, and that Sunday video with her in the gym, and all of that stuff. Like, all of those songs, Open Arms, Forever, Endless Love, like, all of that shit, Breakdown, My All of that stuff I grew up with, and I just was sitting here like, oh my God, I can't believe, like I know all these songs, like I just couldn't believe I'm that old. But those songs, like Mariah did all of those, like Honey, oh my God, Sweet Fantasy, One Sweet Day. Y'all need to stop acting like she's really not that bitch, that she's not that legend. Like Mariah Carey.
Everybody knows Mariah Carey's in. I'm waiting for that Kennedy Center honor to happen. Because she's actually well within the realm of getting honored. Because she's
what
been
about
out
a Rock and Roll Hall
years.
of Fame?
Yeah,
like nomination.
She's been out for 30 years, so she's well in that to get honored. Mariah Carey is definitely due a Kennedy Center honor.
Yeah, they gotta give it
5 or
to her.
10 years.
And then even after all of that, she came out with the Charm Bracelet. It didn't do well. The Virgin album that didn't do well. Then she.
I heard "We Belong Together" on the radio the other day, and I was just like, "Wow!" It took me literally back to 2005.
That shit.
I remember where I was.
Right.
Like,
I was working at Blinds to Go.
I would never forget when that album first came out, and my friend Reggie, he was staying with his cousin, and I remember we spent the night over at his cousin's house, and his cousin Kanye had got the album when it first came out, and we played that album in his grandma's van, and it was just like, it was song after song after song, and you just was like, oh wow.
You know what it was for me? It was the marketing of the album as the return of the voice. Never forget that.
Together.
And
When time
it was genius. It made me go out and get it, but Shake It Off.
Who's gonna take your place?
And I was singing Touch My Body at work the other day. Not my body. Shut the fuck up. But I mean,
they didn't sing you home?
Touch My Body. No, they didn't touch me home. If there's a camera up in here, it's gonna leave with me when I do. If there's a camera up in here, then I best not catch this flick on YouTube. YouTube. Because if you run your mouth and brag about the secret rendezvous, I will hunt you down. Because they be all up in my business like a Wendy interview. Because this is private to you and I. Touch my body, throw me over there. Something, something, something. I forgot the words. Touch my body. I wanna get that was the song, and the crazy guy, the white guy, like the video, everything, like it was just that time, that whole time for the last 2005 to 10, Mariah was doing her thing, like she was back again. I ain't like the Equal MC Square. I do like some of them songs, but that was like Mariah was back, and now. For the past 10 years, she's evolved into the Christmas queen. Like, I think she's accepted that I'm never going to be the album girl no more. But, bitch, I got Christmas, and that's year round. And the girls spend their money to go see her, and I want to see Mariah Carey for Christmas. I got to see her at least one Christmas, y'all. At least one Christmas, I got to see her. But I don't know Mariah. I don't know who I'm about to share. Because I gotta set my money to the side. There's too much going on. WrestleMania is coming here in 2024. Beyonce is going on tour next year. Rihanna's going on tour next year. Who else is going on tour? Janet is a possibility. She's going on tour next year.
Beyonce.
And I want to treat.
Beyonce?
Yes, I did. Yeah, I did. I think I said her name first.
Oh, I thought you said Rihanna, but it's okay.
Rihanna, no. But I need to be in the best seats possible because I want to enjoy myself and I want to treat myself. I'm excited though. I'm excited. Rihanna's new song, it seemed like it was more like an ode to Chadwick, not like it wasn't what I was expecting, okay? When you talk about the return, Rihanna, October 28th, all that, like girl, you want the Rihanna like when Only Girl made that premiere or something. Like, you want that rated R. All that.
Well, this is not even her. This is just something that's for the movie, right?
Yeah,
but they were promoting it like it was
like,
from
girl,
her. Yeah.
the best thing since sliced bread. Right. Like King's Hawaiian bread.
Right, and she's just saying the same thing over and over again.
Child. But her voice is mature, my God.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely. I agree with that. I agree with that wholeheartedly.
Yeah. But I was saying on Instagram, not Instagram, YouTube on Friday that Rihanna has never really had the chance to relax and sit down and enjoy the fruits of her labor because she was always working. Like, she worked from 2005 up through the attack from Chris Brown to going on tour, from going here and there, doing movies. Rihanna has never really got a chance to sit the fuck down as much as we used to tell her to sit down. Then she sit down there, everybody gets mad. But it's not that she don't love music. Rihanna has found that I can make money outside of music. And this shit that made me a billionaire doing makeup and lingerie. Mm-hmm. Bitch, I wouldn't be rushing to feed these labels neither. And she gets to sit down. She had a baby. You know, I don't really know much about her man, who she had the baby by, but she can take time to do her. It's no rush to pay these record labels back. Okay? It's no rush. She gets to relax and live her life. And she's not even 35 yet. Or close to it, I don't think. What else we got? Yeah, that was those songs. I mean, I love that Mariah Carey segment. And she wasn't even on here. Phillies, do y'all thing. The Eagles, keep it up. Y'all 7-0. I love it. Philadelphia Union, I'm happy for y'all. Y'all in a Major League Soccer final, MLS final. And we don't really watch soccer. But I play soccer on the Xbox. So I'm happy for our Philly team. And Philly is doing a damn thing. Sixers, y'all got to get it together. Is everybody else doing it except for y'all?
Y'all too busy worrying about building a new arena in downtown.
Yeah.
And y'all don't
Why do they want that building downtown?
And I was downtown the other day and see all types of signs. Some sign a petition. Why would you want that down in 8th and Market? As crowded as that is down there.
Hell no.
What is the problem? Where is that now? There is no problem.
No, it's no problem.
Just renovate the inside of it.
Oh, y'all don't want to share the building with the Flyers?
Y'all don't want to share the building with the Flyers, so y'all gonna give that to the Flyers, and y'all go downtown where there's already a bunch of cars and people and confusion, and then you want to add more cars, more people, and more confusion.
And on top of that, all the new buildings that's being
built down
Can you imagine the traffic?
Hello? I hate going downtown when I'm driving Uber and somebody got to go down there. It irritates me. There's never a moment downtown where there's no traffic.
Right.
Never. Never.
This is not New York.
Yeah.
You cannot put a station. I mean, a basketball stadium at Penn Station.
And then I thought about it. I said to myself, who would think about building a stadium down in the middle of a city? Then I realized New York has Madison Square Garden and then the Barclays Center in Brooklyn. But that's the thing. They have to put it there because they ain't got no space like we. Here in Philadelphia, we have a section of Philly which is called like the stadium section.
Yeah.
You have the Philadelphia Eagles Stadium.
Build it again.
You have
Citizens Bank
Park for the Phillies, the baseball team, and then you have Wells Fargo for the basketball and our hockey team. And all three stadiums, arenas, it's all in the same.
Yeah, they all
basically parking lot. Yeah. You can walk to each one. Yeah. You don't even have to drive. You can literally walk to each one, and it's like an open land filled with these three big ass stadiums and all those parking spots, perfectly. Yep. And they thinking about taking one of them stadiums and giving it to one team, and then building a stadium in the city at 8th and Market to be exact.
Dumb.
8th and Market is probably one of the busiest fucking places in Philadelphia. And they want to build a stadium right there.
Yep. It don't make no sense to me.
Can you imagine concerts? Powerhouse.
First of all, Philly can't even keep up with the stadiums that have all these things.
Yeah. You can't even keep up with the shit that they got.
Now you want your own one downtown.
It doesn't make sense, Kevin.
The kids already mobbing shit.
And I thought maybe it was just like a rumor that was going on until I seen downtown the other day and I seen the posters. Oh,
remember I remember when I was young, they wanted to have the Citizens Bank Park in Center City.
Why?
Thank God it's not. It's all them buildings, and I said this would have never worked.
No. And then they're building, and then they keep building buildings. They must think this is New York City.
See, this is what they're saying. This is what everybody's saying. Okay, Florida, they think Florida's going to be underwater in 50 years. And California, so everybody want to move to the Delaware Valley because we're in a valley. Look, you're talking about 50 years from now. I'm talking about all of these sky-high buildings downtown. Everybody charging an arm and a leg plus a heart.
Well, that's not a good look if Florida and California is underwater 50 years from now, because that means that water continue to rise, and all of us will be the fuck underwater.
50 years from now, I might be dead and gone.
Yeah,
who knows? I hope I'm still alive. I hope I'll be 80.
Well, I hope I'm not alive if everything's going to be underwater, because I can't swim.
Down there, we're not going to be underwater because we're in a valley.
Yeah, but stop saying that, because we try to get out of the valley. We don't want to be in the valley. We want to be on the mountaintop.
Yeah, well.
The valley.
So everybody's gonna come to Philadelphia. Everybody.
Yeah.
First of all,
who said we want them up here?
When I look at that shit in New York, like when they be selling apartments the size of my bathroom for $2,000, that is bad.
Right.
Like you can't do nothing. You can't cook. You barely can take a shower. Like no, it should not be like that. Why is New York so expensive? And why are the people willing to pay it? That's what I don't understand.
Because it's New York City. That's why. It's New York City.
I love New York, but no, not to go broke like that. Get out. And Philly too. Like, my only thing is, the only thing that upsets me is that all these apartments is so expensive now. They barely want to pay you, and like they keep building. It's just building. All these buildings. Who the fuck is moving in them? That's what I want to know. Who is paying all of this money to move in all of these new apartments? I don't know, but I'm happy where I am. My rent did just go up $20. I really can't complain. I like where I live, but damn.
Right.
I don't like the prices of just to have an apartment.
Right.
I don't. But just imagine if everybody did what they're supposed to do. I wouldn't have to worry about that. I could still be on Burke Street. But I'm not. Anyway. Who else I got? Shaka Khan and Auto-Tune Singers. Basically, Shaka Khan said, all you Auto-Tune singers, y'all need to be in the post office. Basically, y'all did not pay the dues that she paid. And guess what? I am not mad at Shaka.
Wait, what she said? Say it again.
She said the Auto-Tune singers need to go work in the post office.
Yeah, well.
And she said they're always hiring. I'm not mad at her.
You gotta remember, she comes from that era
when you had to sing into the microphone.
And the microphone had to be on.
Yeah.
She's in the same era as Aretha, Gladys, Diana, Patty. Them women had to sing. Mm-hmm. There was no auto-tune back then.
No.
They had to sing.
No. And you know what? I found this video of
the Shaka Khan's the original. I'm everyone. Okay? She had to sing.
Yes.
I will love you anyway. Even if you cannot stay.
Yes. Here's where you ought to be.
I just want to satisfy you.
'Cause you're not mine and I can't deny it.
Don't you hear me?
Yes.
Love me now or I'll go crazy. Whoa, whoa, sweet thing. Don't you know you're my everything? Oh, sweet thing. Mm-hmm. Come on, Chopper.
Don't you know you're not
now that's somebody who got every right to say what the fuck she needs to say.
Yes,
when she want to say it and how she want to say it. You know, y'all talked about her at Aretha Franklin's funeral because she had the words of that song on that fan.
No,
but
because
that's all
she
right.
always singing somewhere.
But that's all right. That's all right.
But I'm
she
not
had to
mad
take a little
at
hit before that funeral. I said, why am I here anyway? I don't remember ever talking to Aretha anyway.
The bitch never liked me.
She never liked me. Anything. So why am I here? But it's okay. It's all right.
Yes.
I want me to sing a little diddly. I'll sing it.
I mean, if y'all want me to be mad at Shaka, I agree.
Right.
All these non-singing ass singers out here.
You got Patti LaBelle at 78 still in concert and singing.
And her and Patty and
Mariah still touring too.
Dion too.
Yeah, Dion
and
too.
Dion was performing during the pandemic.
Okay.
She was performing in her house.
Yeah. Doing the virtual Zoom performance. Listen.
She was getting the coin. She was securing the bag.
I'm not mad.
One thing about that family, they know how to make a money.
81 years old. She said, baby, I got
if they're not selling Whitney 50 times,
okay.
Dion is still.
If she wasn't on Twitter talking, she was in the living room singing.
Or showing up, crashing someone else's verses.
Yeah.
Okay?
Because one thing about Dionne Warwick, that's the original. Yeah. Do you know the way to San Jose? La 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 la.
Remember she told
I got your number.
She said, I got your number.
I got your number.
I got your number.
I got your number, Huzzy.
Huzzy. Nobody says that no more.
Okay? Because that's the original Virginia Slim smoker. Virginia Slim with a Pepsi and a Virginia Slim.
That's classic Scorpion show. Classic.
And if you don't know about a Virginia Slim, you're too young.
Yeah, way too young.
Okay, because when we were kids, the old women were smoking Virginia Slim.
That's the only cigarette I ever seen marketed to women.
Marketed to women were Virginia Slims. Because you ain't never see no man in the advertisement of a Virginia Slim. No. That was a classy thing that the women who had a little class back in the day smoked.
Yeah.
Now my grandmother had class, but she smoked Newport 100, and that's okay.
Yeah, my mom smoked Newport 100. Then no, my mom smoked Cool 100.
Cool.
Okay.
Salem Lights.
Yes, I remember going to the store when kids could buy cigarettes.
Kevin. My grandmother would give me that money, and she would stand on the porch and watch me walk 2 blocks down to the Chinese store and say, "Go in there and take back the cigarette." Or how about this? Go in there to the machine because they had the cigarette machine and pour that thing out.
I used to see that like at barbershops.
I don't know nothing
and
about
some of the corner stores. I had to. My Aunt Larissa. Ooh, Kevin, I want you to get me a Daily News, a Pepsi, and a pack of Cool 100s.
Yep.
Cool 100. My mom stopped smoking. I said, "Mom, you want me to get you Newports? Why?" Because Cool 100s changed the flavor, so I need something different. So I want Newports. I'm like, you could really taste the flavor in the cigarette to notice the difference.
My grandmother smoked, and she smoked. And it wasn't until maybe about a year before she died when she didn't smoke anymore. For whatever reason. I don't know why she just stopped, but she did. But my grandmother, I remember, like you said, going to the store. There was no, if you were born this year, you can't purchase.
Okay,
there was none of that. Kids our age could go to the store
and you could sneak
and get a pack of cigarettes for your mom, your dad, and go and
smoker.
you could do that. And like I said, my grandmother would send me to the store because the store on her block, 2 blocks down, was the store, so she could sit right on the porch and watch me walk into the store. Go ahead, go walk to the store and go get me a pack of cigarettes.
Right. I just
those were the days. You don't have those days. You don't have those days anymore. Those were the days. I don't know, y'all. It's just.
You know, I just changed. You remember when you could? First of all, the hoagies that y'all got today are nothing like. Because you just made me like. You just gave me that.
I wasn't a hoagie eater like that. I'm still not really a hoagie. I'll eat a hoagie, but it has to be sitting there.
I never like mayonnaise. Ugh.
I will not go.
Don't give me all that fucking mayonnaise. Give me mustard. It wasn't even spicy mustard at the time. It was just yellow mustard. I never remember spicy. I don't remember when spicy mustard came into town, but that was my shit. Okay.
When did that come to town?
I don't know, but I remember my mom. Like some Saturdays, I would get hoagies. And like I remember when Pepsi came in bottles, okay,
Glass bottles.
Yeah, I'm getting flashbacks of those times. That was almost 30 years ago. Like times do change. But y'all, I think our parents had it good with the candy they had and how big the shit was. Now they being so cheap with everything and charging you all this fucking arm and a leg. But I miss those times. Like, those times, Mikkel, we really didn't have no cares in the world. All we had to do was go to school. And you better not fuck up in school. And your teacher better not call me for nothing. Don't tell me you didn't do it because I know you. I know you, motherfucker. I know you. I'm like, damn. You know? And I remember those, like, I had to make up a lie for you. Don't you ever embarrass me like that again. Ooh. I never forget. It wasn't 24th and Norris at the time. But when they built the new houses and all of that, it became that. She stopped me in the middle of that street and like, don't make me angry. Like, you don't want to see that other side of me. I don't think you will like her. All because I used to hide interim reports. Because I knew I wasn't doing what I was supposed to do.
I'll never forget my stupid ass. And I thought about this a few weeks ago. My stupid ass, the teacher had it stapled to my composition book. Like on one of the pages.
And you ripped it off?
Stupid, because my dad knew that my stupid ass took the pages and the page after it and glued it together, thinking that when my dad flipped through, he wouldn't realize that the pages was glued together and he just keep flipping. When my dad See, I don't know who whooped my ass the best. I don't know if it was my mom or my dad. But when my dad was flipping that page and I'm standing there, and then he looked up at me. See, I can laugh about it now because I'm grown.
Nobody like getting the ass woman as a kid.
But at that time, I couldn't laugh about it.
Mikhail, you kidding me?
I wouldn't. And he looked up at me and said, "You think I'm a fool?" See, it wasn't nothing like having two parents in the house that would whoop your ass. Your ass. And it was always me. It was never my sister. My sister said one day when we was talking, she said, "It's just you just never did anything right. You just always did something to make them mad, and they just would always whoop you. Like, why are you doing this?" And I told my sister, I said, "That's why. The minute I see a sign of dementia, they're going to the nursing home." I'm the oldest, and I used to get the ass whoopers. They're going to a home.
Lord. You think I'm stupid?
He looked at me and said, "You think I'm a fool?"
Right.
Do you understand what I meant? Like, it was the pages, and I thought if I glued them together, he wouldn't realize that they were glued and just keep flipping. Can you imagine as a kid in elementary school thinking you're going to outsmart your grown parent?
We used to have daily reports. You try to change the daily report. That don't work. None of that stuff worked. You can't. And my mom's signature was so distinct.
Yeah.
You could not
So was my dad.
copy that B. Like, and my mom was left-handed. And the way she, oh Lord, she write B. Smith. And you would just sit there and practice. Get your ass whooped. Get fucked up. But one time I did, and my mom did not know about that in the report. They was like, "Your son is in danger of failing."
In danger of failing.
Didn't you hate that?
Because that's when, you're in danger of
In
failing?
danger of failing.
Yeah. Danger.
And she's like, I had to make up a lie saying you gave it to me, but I didn't know what I did to it. But I'll tell you one thing.
You better show up tomorrow.
She said, "You don't want that other side of me to come out, because you would not like her." Never forget it.
All right.
Yeah. Hold up, wait.
Hurry up.
Wait,
So we
bitch,
can
don't rush,
go
man.
get something to eat.
All right, man. But you going to need something to eat?
No, I'm going to go get me
You
something.
said
That's
we
why
get something
I
to
said
eat?
so I can go get me something to eat. That's why.
Oh, I just
I'm
said so
getting
we
this
can get
text.
something to eat.
No,
Who was me? Who on that
it
phone?
doesn't matter.
Oh, y'all get something to eat.
Yeah. Yes.
And watch the Flyers. I meant the Eagles. I meant the Phillies.
The Phillies.
I meant everything but the Phillies.
Yes, that was my pastor yesterday at church. Oh my God.
Instead of you recording him.
Hey Siri, call Nikki for me. Oh. Better answer this phone. You better.
Hello.
Please tell Kevin what your uncle was saying yesterday at church. He was naming every sport with the winning stuff.
With the wrong everything.
Kevin just did it, and I said, "Oh my God, that's what my pastor did yesterday." He was talking about the Phillies, and he was like, "Yeah, because that's when the Phillies won the Super Bowl."
That's
he
it.
said he said they're going to the playoffs.
And then he said something about the Super Bowl that had nothing to do with the sport that he was talking about. And everybody's sitting there, and I'm like, "Wait a minute, pastor, shut up."
He don't know nothing about sports at all. I don't even know why he even tried.
That's it. I'm naming everything but the
Kevin
damn
just
Phillies.
did the same exact thing, and I'm like, "Oh my God, my pastor just did that yesterday."
Don't do it, Kevin.
Don't.
I'm trying not to. I got it in my notes. The Phillies, the Eagles, and the Union. Okay?
You can't go in a circle.
No. I'm like, and mind you, and it was so funny because he was preaching while he was saying the stuff, and And as he started saying the wrong stuff, people in the congregation started yelling out the right stuff. But it was just like, he wasn't even hearing us. He was just still going on.
I'm right next to him.
Right. Like, oh my God. Somebody please turn the camera off so they won't see him saying this.
It happens.
Yes. Where you at, home?
In Clan.
Oh, shit. Oh, I'm sorry. That's why you ain't answer right away. All right, bye.
Okay.
Bye.
Yeah. And Tyler Perry said that this publication, they trying to twist his words. Yes, but what about Why Did I Get Married 3? He said that he's talking about he's waiting for Jill Scott and Janet Jackson. And Jill Scott was like, bitch, y'all all got the script and all this. We all, basically she's saying like, I don't know nothing about it.
Right.
And then she tweeted Janet Jackson, you get a text message? Everybody else said yes?
Right.
I didn't know nothing about it.
Right.
So Tyler was like, no, bitch, you try to use my words against me.
But Tyler Perry said that he came out and said, he wrote a post and said that he never said
it like that.
Or he never even blamed
like
them for holding up the process.
Right.
He said, I never even blamed
them.
But
he said, but the blogs went and did it. But maybe he's like, I know I could get them to do it.
Of course.
But I'm waiting for Janet and Jill Scott. Maybe in his mind, because he said he got an idea of what
he wants it
to be. But damn, like Tyler, I mean,
first of all, if they do it, the movie's gonna sell out because it's been a
long
long time, and that was a good movie. The first one was excellent.
Yeah,
the first one was the best.
Yeah.
The second one was good too. I'm not gonna say it wasn't.
The second one
first
made me
one,
mad.
yeah, but the first one was good.
Mm-hmm.
Because the second one, remember, they did that right after Michael died. And remember, she filmed that scene when she tore that house up.
Yes. And Tyler said he got hit by that polo.
They told her, go ahead, go in and let have. Go ahead.
She did.
And she did.
Yeah.
She was tearing that house up for her brother.
And when Gavin died, that shit ain't sit right with me. I remember when that movie came out, it was April. It was April like 2010. And I went to the club that night and I still did not think that it was right that they killed his character or Malik Yoba's character. Oh, I did not think he needed to die. It just didn't sit right with me. That's how I knew I was too.
But see, that's how if they make a new one, then it could be a good one because then a new character can come.
But is The Rock gonna come in there?
We don't need The Rock.
I love The Rock.
I don't know. No, it can be another chocolate actor who comes in and takes those.
Did you ever see his cousin Roman Reigns? I know you don't watch wrestling, so yeah, his cousin's about to come up in here.
In here?
No.
Oh,
bitch.
What to say?
Let me tell you, Roman is married because baby.
They ain't never stop you.
Let me tell you, them Samoans is just how the thickness is just like I like it. Oh. But yeah, this Roman, this is cousin.
Oh, okay.
So he's about to start
wrestling,
getting into movies.
Oh, movies. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I can see him playing the villain.
Mm-hmm.
Because he got that look.
Yeah, but he never used to show his body. It was always covered up. Look at you.
You get excited, don't you?
No. No. Roman is no. I like the twins actually.
You said he's the perfect pick for you.
You ever see Rakishi's sons?
I've seen Rakishi, and I don't want to think about his sons.
All right, well let me show you his sons. I gotta show you the family. I gotta show you the bloodline. It runs deep. Not in me, but deep. So these are Rakishi's sons. So
they look
all
alike.
Yeah,
they look alike.
They all be together, like they all a group now. Let me show you the other son, because this is Rakishi's youngest son. So they all be together. He look like the twins, but he's not.
He's not a twin, but he's their brother.
Yeah, but he's their brother. He's their baby. And they all just, Mikkel, they all taking over wrestling right now. Like, wrestling is so much fun. Thank you, Triple H. Like, Triple H, since Vince McMahon got fired, because, he's not in charge of it anymore.
Can I give a shout out real quick?
No. But
it's not to a person, though. It's not to a person, though. It's actually to a TV show. Mm-hmm. I want to give a shout out to The House of Dragon.
I didn't watch it, but go ahead. Let me peek. Go ahead.
Because I've been catching up. Because I've been letting the episodes build up so I can binge
sit and watch. Yeah. Is it that good?
It's good.
Okay.
It's and I can tell that next season is going to be good. It's good for the first. It's good for a first season because you're learning the people and It's good how they trying to marry this girl off to her. It's good. Shout out to y'all. Because I'm not even thinking about the Game of Thrones. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. That's how it's good. Because you're not even thinking about the... Okay. Go to the bathroom. Yeah. Hurry up, please. Because I don't want to see you doing it. It's getting on my nerves.
Finish talking.
Why? So they won't hear you peeing?
Yes.
Well, I can't help it that your bathroom is in your kitchen. I can't help it. Okay? I cannot help it. Oh, sorry. So yeah. Anyway, boy, you sure got a lot of dust and dirt in them shoes. You need to clean up in here too. You need to take a mop to this kitchen floor too.
I know. Don't analyze my kitchen.
And you need to throw all them empty liquor bottles in the trash. What's going on?
Because them bottles been sitting there for years.
Yeah, hello? Yes, you could tell. What you saving them for? A rainy day?
I ain't got nothing to do with them.
Clearly, you do have something to do with them. Throw them in the fucking trash. I'll help you if you need me to. Recycle, that's what you need to throw.
Yeah, I'll recycle them, not just throw them in the trash, because they don't want the glass bottles in the trash. Yeah.
All right, so yeah.
Yeah, so we got everything. We got just about everything.
I thought there was one more thing that you had.
I did.
Pelosi's husband,
yeah.
That was sad.
That was sad, and y'all Republicans, like, y'all want us to feel bad for Steve Scalise got shot.
You see when Donald Trump's son posted a pair of underwear with a hammer on it, talking about, oh no, I wasn't talking about her husband. Old Hanes underwear that old men wear.
Hanes. Just wait till we get our Hanes on you. They tried it. You know what? But that's not funny. Like,
it's not
that man
funny.
Is, what, 90, 80 something years old?
90. He like
getting hit with a hammer. Oh, first of all, I can't imagine getting hit with a hammer now.
Oh my God, the internet remains undefeated. Get my Paul Pelosi Halloween costume ready. And
what was funny about that?
Nothing's funny about it. Dear fact checkers, this has nothing at all to do with anything going on.
Yeah, well, why are you posting a fucking
simply
hammer?
Posting a cartoon of what appears to be an altered South Park scene. Please.
That's sick.
It is sick. He's sick.
Yeah, and that man looking for Nancy Pelosi, and then you beat her husband. Then got her husband.
First of all, but he got in the house. He was in their house.
Yeah, he broke through one of their windows to the back. Yo, like, this politics thing, listen, y'all see my shirt. Get out and vote next week. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck if Fetterman was had a stroke and couldn't talk at all. It's him over Dr. Oz for me. Just like how the Republicans don't give a damn about Herschel Walker and these abortions. They only care about power. It's the same energy for me. Put Fetterman in there. First of all, Dr. Oz is not even from Pennsylvania. How the fuck you know what we want? You haven't talked to me, Dr. Oz. I haven't seen you. You could go over there in Kensington or Allegheny.
You sure can. How about that?
They don't even know what they want. Okay?
They know what they want.
If they're going to shoot up, because they're going to shoot up, let them do it in a safe space. I don't see nothing wrong with that. But they need to be somewhere where they're not all over the fucking streets of Philadelphia linked over. And you weren't, if they're going to fall, is they not going to fall. Like, that's not cool. But, you know, they did give Fetterman, I ain't going to lie, Dr. Oz did a better job. Because he can speak clearly.
Because he's speaking clearly.
But you versus somebody with a stroke.
He's able to articulate better than this guy who just had a stroke not too long ago, and he's still trying to get his. But it doesn't mean that Fetterman doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about.
Right.
He's just trying to get his.
I think the only time they got his ass real good, Fetterman, is when he was talking about the fracking, and now it's a fucking commercial.
I saw that. Yeah.
I watched the debate, and I was like, oh, they got his ass. Because like, she's like, no, but you said in 2000 such and such that
shouldn't even
support fracking.
I don't know. It's just
no, because these politicians be flip flopping. So
no, I'm just talking about the whole him debating in that particular.
He should have never did the debate. All these Republicans running from debates, and he should have never debated them.
Right, never.
Not in that state. But I'm not going to let that stop me because
when
they're
I go
trying
vote,
to take your
I'm
rights
voting for
away.
them. I'm voting.
I'm going to vote, and I'm going to vote. I'm going to put all Democrats to get the fuck out of it and go to work. And
well, I'm leaving work early. I told my boss the other day. I said, "Well, I vote, so I'm leaving work early." She said, "Well, do you want to come in? Just come in late and vote?" I said, "No.
Yeah,
I'm going to come to work early. I'm going to go to work on time. I'm going to leave early."
Yeah, I was told that. Yeah, Kevin, you got a class next week.
All right, Mr. Teacher, Mr. Instructor.
Yeah.
I brought this charger out the house and never even plugged it up.
You sure did.
I just kept it on my phone.
You did pretty good.
I know.
You going straight? No, you got to
go somewhere.
You got to go check your tree. Okay.
But it was nice seeing y'all.
Nice seeing you too.
You know, I'll see y'all again in January, but it was nice.
It's not gonna be that long.
It
It's
was
Christmas
nice.
time. We'll see you later this week.
See you later, alligator.
No, next week. Probably next week, but yeah, we'll see you.
Oh, my jacket. I'm looking at the jacket like, what's that? After a while, crocodiles. See you later, alligators.
Mikkel, what is up with your original? You're never gonna get that back?
No, they took that away from me. It's fine though, cause I'm liking my page. I'm liking the page, and I'm liking the new growth. It's a new year. It's new growth. The followers are growing. I'm at 7,500 now, which is remarkable because it just started the page in December. Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine.
You might hit that.
And most of all my pop followers, the red one,